Hey guys, welcome to the stream. This is Rod Arriagada coming to you live from the Hangar Billiards and Sports Lounge. We're here at 121 Scurfield Blvd, and we're here for the Sunday Open 8-Ball Tournament. This is an A-side second round matchup between Brian DiMAUNAHAN, Tony Dankowski. They're playing right now on rack number 4. I had to stop the stream the last one because it wasn't working properly, so now hopefully everything is fixed. And that's Brian DiMAUNAHAN at the table right now. As I said earlier, I don't know if you guys watched the first few minutes of that last stream. I'm only working with one camera right now at the moment. But I will be working with 2 after this match, hopefully. I just have to set it up. And I brought my cues. I'm not playing in the tournament. I brought my wireless headset, so today we might show you guys some things. I'm going to have to find a way to warm up, though, before I can teach you guys anything, because I need to find my stroke. Can't teach without a stroke, right? And it doesn't look pretty when you're missing shots, when you're trying to teach. Right now I went to go reach for the second cam, but I couldn't do it. So it looks like it'll be a ball in hand for Tony. Wonder if I should just try to set up I'm just thinking all the time right now. If I should set up a diagonal angle on this camera instead, outside, because I don't think anybody's moving from these tables anytime soon. And there's a big party, not a party, but card, what do they call it? Card league. And there's a bunch of people in that other room right next to me. Screams. He was hoping that that wouldn't go down, but it went down. And I gotta fix this right now because I'm gonna get dinged. I don't want to get dinged. When I don't speak, it's gonna be extremely quiet now, so you guys know. Nice little breakout. Enough to make sure that he's got a shot on it anyway. At least it looks like it does. I guess he could try to break it out again. Maybe that's what he's thinking about. Or to just try to get behind it, but reasonable to try to break it out here, having the 10 balls and escape shot. But now this is the problem, because now he has to get shape behind it. Other than that, he's got to try to find a way to break it out from here, which is going to be pretty hard to do. Mainly because the 8 ball's in the path. Getting that first row won't be a problem. Coming off that second row won't be a problem, but getting to the third one will be. And I don't have the second camera, so I can't tell the angle that he's got here. Hopefully he's trying to go for the 10 ball anyway. Try to get in between the 3 and the 8. He graced the 3 ball though, and he's ended up with a weird angle here on the 9. Even for a kick shot, it's a little awkward here. He's going to call the kick shot though. Now what makes this shot a little awkward is that the tangent line off the 9 ball might take that cue ball into the corner. Oh, he hit it that way, it's alright. Oh, but he's still scratched anyway. So. Ball in hand for Tony. He's going to appreciate that for sure. 3 balls available to the side or corner, and 5 ball, that's probably the one he's going to take first. Huh? Probably saying hi. thought he would start off with the 5 ball there and finish off with the 3. I guess it doesn't really matter. I really want the second camera setup. Well, it looks like people that were sitting at that table moved, so maybe I'm going to try to move some things around in between here. Try to get that area opened up so I can set up the camera. I already got the camera on a tripod ready to go. I just have to plug it in, connect it, and get it going. All right, so we're tied at 2. All right, not bad, not bad. Even up game. A little bit of a mess on the first game, you know. The string cut out. Well, it didn't cut out of me. I had to cut it out. This wasn't working. Which reminds me, I got to go check the other side of the world now. Oh, yeah, we're on YouTube. Okay, we're good. We are good. Forgot to. Gotta do one more thing here. Oh, yeah. Only thing. I have to adjust what it looks like over. Little bump there. I don't think it's what he wanted, though, but still has other options at the table. All right, so I wanted to bring up my chat in here. I'll bring it up a little bit higher, though. Or maybe, you know what? I'll leave it right there. Now I can see the chat on YouTube right on the screen, and so can you guys. Joe A says, "What's up, Rod? Is this the first round?" Yeah, this is the second round now. We're on the second round of the A side. Oh, and I gotta do one more thing here. All right, now. I don't know why I did that. Maybe I gotta take that out. Okay. I don't know what happened. Whatever. I feel like maybe I can bring this down a little bit more, actually. Take care like that. Yeah. We'll move this over here too. Get it out of the way a little bit. How many of the tournament? We have 21. 21, Joe. It is -3 degrees outside right now, so it's actually pretty nice weather out there for us. Pool players, you know, we love this kind of weather to go out and play pool because, you know, we tell the wives, like, hey, it's too cold outside, honey. I think you should just stay home. And you know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go out there and play some pool. I'll just dress warm. I'm missing pool. Been a month probably, says, you know, that's a long time, man. All right, so Brian will take the lead, 3-2. It's a race to 5. He needs to win 2 more games. Tony still needs to win 3. Let's go into our. I'm gonna check out my Facebook chat too. So unfortunately, I lost the Facebook chat here, but I'm gonna try to get that too. I'm gonna figure out how to do all this. Let's see. Jason Stazer, is that how you say your last name? Welcome to the stream. Andrew Maines, Heaven Asplico, welcome to the stream, guys. And Merlinda, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We are running into rack number 6 now. Possible 9 racks between these guys. Only 3 remaining after this one. Lisa Blanchette Dumas, welcome to the stream. Chuck Archambault. Chuck, are you here? I'm here. I don't know if you're here, but I brought you the chalk, man. I don't know if you sent me a message or not, but I'm here. You can come by and see me anytime. I got the chalk here at the booth. Mel Marsh, how you doing? And Merlinda says you're being televised on YouTube. Yes, I am. I am on YouTube and on Facebook, both. So funny, it says Lord Kerr, such good friends playing each other. They used to play on the same team. Yeah, you can see like they're just talking, hanging out. It's just like another practice session, but meanwhile, like it's cutthroat at the table while they're playing. I don't know. Sometimes playing your teammate is it can change the way you play, right? You might ease up a little bit, but I feel like when I play against my teammates, I want to beat them, so I just try my best. But they usually beat me. But I try. Jeff Seifert, how you doing? Rayleigh Belsa's watching from Newcomerstown, Ohio. Great stream. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hector Collazo says, hello, Rod. How you doing? All right, Chuck. I'll see you then. I just seen your message. Steve Areno, how you doing? Patrick Keys. Heiko Peters. What's up, Dieter? 3-2. Here, who? Okay. Okay. That's an A-side match? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Joe says we just got a good snowfall in Erie area. Yeah, you know, we had some snow coming around here too a little bit. Not so much in Winnipeg, but in the outskirts of Winnipeg. And I had to travel out of town. But when I went out of town, I had to deal with it. And it was some intense moments, man. You can see the whole road just frozen. So like when you're going around the turns, you know, or around the bends, that's when you got to be careful. On a straightaway, you got to be pretty careful too, I guess. You know, but I don't know. I guess some drivers have the experience where they can drive a little bit faster. I wouldn't say like past 100, but if it's 100, and it's icy on a straight road, I might do 80, 85. On the turns, though, I'll go around the turns at 40, right? Like, just slow down, be precautious. Otherwise, you're going to be driving the whole way there at 50 or 60. That'll take an extra hour or so. But yeah, that's no. I call it Indian winter, right? So Indian winter because it happens here, and Manitoba it always happens. It makes it feel like spring's coming. Everybody's all excited. They put on the shorts and everything, and get out the fishing rods. We're gonna go fishing, and next thing you know, the storm comes in and it's a blizzard, and we're all tied up again and at our igloos. Well, they're not igloos; they're houses, but they look like igloos in the winter, man. Trust me, they're covered in ice. Just waiting for a player to take a shot on the left side of the. We're gonna have a matchup between Jeremy Hansen and Ricky Roulette next. That's gonna be a really good match, man. These guys, they both know how to play. One's a premier level player. The other one should be a premier level player. Anything over 40 isn't safe for my driving, says Joe. Yeah, no, it's like I said, everybody has their experience, right? I drove. For me, the reason why I can drive a little bit more faster on the road is I used to be a courier driver for a while. When I was young growing up, I used to be a delivery driver too. So I know my way around the road. Driving has been like most of my life. Most people sleep when they're growing up. When they're young, me, I was driving. It all comes down to experience. And winter driving is something that you can't just take on without the experience, right? Most people, if they're not used to driving winter, or they've had some bad experiences, they're going to be a little bit more cautious. The worst is when you hit black ice, man, because then you don't really see that, right? Thankfully, winter's trying to go away and spring's going to be coming, and then we're all going to be enjoying the beautiful weather again for a few months. Americans are like, few months. We got nice weather all year round. Not here, man. We get about maybe 4 or 5 months out of the year that are decent. Makes you have to appreciate the winter days. That again, Decky, how you doing? Says, hey Rod and chat, how you doing? Joe says I could never sleep. Always have to suffer on long trips. Yeah, that's tough. You know what I'm having a tough time with now is driving and not falling asleep while I'm driving. That's been a issue for me. I know it's not old age. It's just I don't know what it is. That trip out to Red Deer did it to me. You know, that was the first time I felt like, man, I gotta pass out at the wheel, and I just kept pushing through for like 15 hours. Now I can't handle it no more. Hi, Jim Peacock. How you doing? Just watching YouTube on my TV. Nice. What's up, Jello? Billy, are you still in Mexico and you're watching pool, man? How you doing, bro? Dan Anderson says, hi, Rod. Looks like you got it going on YouTube. How many players signed up today? We have 21. Nice little turnout, too. There's some good competition in the building, so it's going to be a great day of pool on the stream. Some nice highlights, which so far, I don't know. Maybe we did have some highlights. I just missed it. I don't know. I've been talking a lot, man, so I'm kind of missing things here. I'm going to try to focus a little bit more on the game. So we're tied at 3, and this one has the signs of going to the hill, which, you know, it's kind of nice when we go to the hill. I enjoy it. Makes it a little bit more exciting, a little bit more intense for the players. Doug Bartlett, how you doing? Fabian Louisan, welcome to the stream. Fabian, are you playing in that snooker tournament out there in Swift Current? How you making out there if you're playing? Christopher Lynch, welcome to the stream. Jonathan Caskerman, how you doing? White One Disco, what's happening, man? Says good afternoon, Rod. Zayad Sami Bushnak, welcome to the stream. Matt Zimmerman, Cole Kennedy, Andre Nolette, welcome, guys. Dave Jordan, Tracy Bernard, Karen Skelly Dotson, welcome to the stream. Watching from Playa del Carmen, brother. Yeah, I seen some of your picks, man. I seen some of your picks. I wish I was out there. It looks beautiful. How long you out there for? You ain't got no tequila left? Rack number 7, Brian DeMonahan just broke. He smashed the pack and he made the 3. He's got an opening shot here for sure on high ball. Somewhat on low ball. The 5 ball's available. I could tell a lot better with a side camera, that's for sure. By the way, those of you that are on YouTube, if you're interacting with me, you can comment, like chat on there. And now we see the chat here on the screen. So keep it clean though, all right? Don't make me start blocking you. I'm not that kind of guy, but you know, I know people that have been banned and blocked because of things like that. I usually try to work things out. I try to be a peaceful cat, you know, and hopefully everything works out. I say please, you say okay, and we all good. That could have been dangerous. He didn't scratch though, so he's still at the table. Mike Delgado, I don't see him in the building. I don't think he's playing today. I don't think he's playing today. Nice to cut the 15 to the side will come up short, so Tony will come up to the table. He's shooting solids now. Now this is an important game because whoever wins this game has got a chance to get on the hill first, leaving all the pressure on the other player. So in a sense, you almost start feeling the pressure now, right? But the player that wins this rack gets relieved from the pressure, while the other one is feeling the pressure already from this one. Moving into the next one is double the pressure. Mike Delgado, the champion. Yeah, no, I guess his 7-2, he didn't want to come around anymore. It's tough to win with a 7-2. And the way he was playing, he might be on his way to a 7-3, which at that point, I don't think he plays in the tournament here anymore. It's just too tough, right? If I'm a 5 and I got to play against him, I race to 2. He's got to win 7. I race to 2. That's really tough for a player. I know Tyler Steyer did something like that out in the States where there was a tournament. It was people that he couldn't even let them make a ball. If they made a ball, he lost, and he found a way to win that tournament. That's tough, you know. I don't think you see enough of his game when he's out there competing in the Moscone or in some of the other events. He hasn't been doing very well lately, but you know, he's a good player. I think it just depends on the situation he's in and how the day is for him, how he's feeling that day. I really need to set up my second camera. I'm gonna do my best to set it up here in between this rack or this match and the next one. Ricky Clark, how you doing? 10 days, says Billy Ricker, and giving my liver a break today. Yeah, I guess, man. Mark Hartcraft, how you doing? It's going good. It's going good, man. I worked out of town last night, yesterday, and it was an early day, long, entire day and night job. Came home late and had to do some resetting. I'm tired, man, but not that bad, you know. I think I've been worse off than other days, so I think I'm okay. And the energy will come through at some point too. Usually, it takes a little while for the motors to kick in. Yeah, 7-2 is a tough race for sure. I played against Jason Cladd, and it was a 7-3 race, and I beat him 3-4. That was tough for him too. And the thing is, like, it's a disadvantage for the player that has to go 7-3 or 7-2, because usually a player like that is a good player that has a reputation for being a good player. So their opponents, when they play against them, they play a little tighter, they play a little better, right? Just because they know they're up against somebody tough. Now that they're usually, if the player hasn't really worked on their mentality side of the game, they're going to buckle every now and then under pressure and give the table back to that player when he's going to come in and he's going to win that rack. So essentially, according to the Fargo rating and how they set it up, the player with a 7-2 or 7-3 should end up winning. But it should be one of those really intense games where like the other guy almost won a few times and you were sweating it because you knew you were going to lose if you won that game. But the reason why the other guy's a lower ranked player is because he's still working on mentality, while the 7-2, 7-3, that guy's already worked on his mentality. He's already got a lot of experience in that department. He can handle pressure differently, right? How was my snookering? Well, you know what? I'm very disappointed in myself, Mark. I practiced 3 days of snooker on one week, and I was so happy. And honestly, I was my soul was happy again from playing snooker. And then the weekend came up, and I had to do a stream on Saturday and work on Saturday. Then I worked on Sunday, ran the tournament also. Monday came up, and I'm usually exhausted on Monday, man. I don't want to do anything on Monday. And then Tuesday, is league, and then that's kind of how it was. So then the week after, I didn't really play any snooker. And now, so far this week, I haven't played any snooker either. So I got to get back to the table now. I was really enjoying the benefits that I was getting from that 3 days of practice that I had on the snooker table. My focus level got a lot better. My accuracy got so much cleaner. My stroke was beautiful too. I can feel my stroke coming back. When I was playing snooker before, I can draw a ball back. Let's say the ball where the 8 ball is right now in the top left corner. I would put the cue ball in the bottom right corner and draw it from pocket to pocket. No problem when I was playing snooker all the time. My stroke was so clean, that's what I could do. But, roll over time, COVID, and a couple of years of taking time off, it wasn't as clean. Now it's looking a little bit better, though. Gotta get back to that table and make it even better. All time, man. Time and dedication. All right, I'm gonna try to focus on this game because I haven't so far. These guys probably been playing a really good game, and I've just been missing it all. I don't know what he's on even. That's how much I haven't been paying attention to this match so far. Not good. I usually do a lot better than that. Right? Higher standards, man. Well, I'm assuming he's on the low ball because it looks like he's in trouble. I'm just trying to figure out what to do. If he was high ball, he'd be okay right now. And Joe laughs. Greg Wilson has been drawn for the 10 ball break. The 10 ball break is now at around 1,300 or just over 1,300, which means that he gets 10% per ball made, $130 per ball. And now this is the thing about Greg Wilson. It's that he actually practices and plays on these 9-footers a lot. So if he makes a ball off the break, he has a good chance to be able to take some of that money from the pot. And it looks like he's heading over there to do the 10 ball break right away. He's excited. He's ready to go, man. Chance to win $1,300 if he runs out the rack. If he makes a ball off the break and he runs out the rack, it's $1,300. I would love to have that opportunity. But Brian will win that game. He gets on the hill, and I'm still not paying attention to things. I'm gonna go and move some of that stuff around. Or I guess I can't. They have their stuff sitting there too. I'll be right back though. Okay, I'm back. I had to, well, first I went to go order food because I'm hungry. And then I'd actually get to order food first, though, because I ended up talking to Jeremy on the side. He's playing next on our TV table, and he was just talking to me about a few things. Joe says, dang, that's a tough race. 50-50. I see all that. He is low. Okay, thank you. He says, we get decent 9 and 10 ball pots of Gold Crown in Erie. Someone just got almost $1,000 out of 10 ball. Yeah, I like these little things that they do like that, man. You know, it's just an opportunity. I mean, you still have to earn it. And the thing is, like with 10 ball, it's tough to make a ball on a 10 ball break, right? You have to find your spot, which not everybody knows a spot or the right amount of spin to put on it to be able to make a ball consistently on the 10 ball break. And most of the times people come up dry. So 10 ball pots are, you know, they're interesting because they can build up. They can build up really good. An 8 ball one would be a little bit easier, right? But 8 ball break will be easier. 8 ball, making the 8 ball off the break and winning money off making just the 8 ball, that's tough to do too. Because usually when they do that, it's got to be a clean break, meaning no other balls can be made, just the 8 ball. That's like rare, right? Unless you practice it and you work it and you figure it out. What a shot. What a shot. Oh, no. Oh, no. So we're tied at 4. Tied at 4. Did I get that? He back cut this from here. This was a great shot. Wow. What a shot. And then the cue ball followed it in. That look of disappointment, like, damn it. I played that perfectly. Yeah, it happens. It happens, you know. So it's hill. 8 racks haven't decided anything. We're going to rack number 9 for the final deciding game between Brian DiMAUNAHAN and Tony Dankowski. Brian's going to be breaking on this one. He's had some pretty good breaks so far. Let's see if he can come up with another one here on the most crucial rack in this match. Smashes the pack, but he'll lose the cue ball. And that's going to be a ball in hand behind the line for Tony. Good friends, teammates. They know each other well. None of that matters when it gets to the hill. Let's see. I'm going to say hi to some of you people. And there's comments in here, too, that I've missed. Not too many. Not enough time for everything, says Mark. I was a little bit earlier talking about not being able to play snooker. Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like I have kids, right? So I gotta make time for family, and then the wife needs her time too, like for me to take her out shopping or whatever she needs to get done. So like my days get really busy, man. People have no idea how crazy it is in my life, and then how much effort I gotta put in to be able to do the things that I do for pool. A lot of sacrificing, man, because it's like giving up time with my kids, giving up time with where I can make my wife happy by taking her shopping everywhere. Yeah, I laugh at that one because that's one of the ones that, like, honestly, I'm okay with that one. But time with the kids, no good, like I miss that time with them, right? My little guy is newborn and he's adorable and he's already starting to roll around. He's 4 months old and he's already rolling around and he's trying to crawl, right? Like I'm missing all this stuff because I'm always working. I'm busy, man. But yeah, so then trying to find time for snooker or practice period it's a challenge on its own too. I found myself, practicing at 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night after everything is done, and my responsibilities are done for the day, and I got most of my work done. Just go out and practice for a few hours, right? And it is what it is, though. What's up? Brad says I'd say he banked that. Didn't check up the cue ball. Reason why he scratched. Well, he did, but the thing is that he needed to put a certain spin on it. And now what happened was when he back cut it, it went into the pocket, no problem. But the cue ball went off the rail, and that spin itself guided that cue ball into that pocket. So he could have maybe avoided it slightly, but maybe just dropping the cue ball a little, or the cue ball spin a little bit lower, then that would have changed the angle somewhat. He still would have been able to make that back cut shot that he was looking for. He would have had to compensate a little bit on the contact point, though. That would have addressed that situation and avoided the scratch. It's hard to predict a scratch on that angle, but you know, those of us that have been in that situation, it's happened to us. We know that it's a reality that we have to look out for. Bumping over the 7 perfectly to get onto the 10. That was a good shot. It's wide open. It blocks a couple of balls from going into the corner, so he's got options here to be able to work with it, leave it there, whatever he wants to do. Now he's looking at this 12 ball, and the reason why he's looking at it is because, well, technically he's got that pocket okay. My problem with leaving that 10 ball up there, though, is that, you know, you have 3 solids around it, so it might be a troublesome thing eventually. I'm trying to play perfect shape for a finish. I really want my second camera. I'm having a tough time with one camera here. Joey says, I feel like I've seen this match. You're just having some deja vu, man. You know, I think it's interesting that they say you're never going to see the same pattern twice in pool. Now, that's just you on your own. I wonder whether or not the same pattern of pool ever happens around the world. Like right now, these guys are playing this pattern, but let's say somewhere like Estonia or something like that around the world, somebody else is playing this exact same rack with the exact same shot at the exact same time. I wonder if something like that ever happens. Or, you know, maybe not at the same time, same day, same shot, but, you know, same setup. Eventually, one of these days, you know, somebody comes up with the same rack, same scenario. I think at the end it would be all variable anyway, because most players have different styles and different choices. Not everybody plays a standard uniform way, except for the pros. And that's usually because they're picking the right shots. Banner Austin, how you doing? Says hi from a cold, wet Ireland. Are you guys having snow issues out there too? For us, we were enjoying our spring already, and then winter came back. Just doesn't want to go away. Oh, a great try on that kick shot, man. And I mean, and he made that shot. He was perfect for the 14 to get out. Great shot. But he'll turn the table over, and Brian DiMaunahan will have a chance to close out now. 2 ball goes to the pocket, no problem. Got the drop back here. He has to kind of deal with that left side, that 3 and that 7. Not that it's a problem, but he just wants to get that area kind of sorted out. He also wants to deal with that 1 ball and try to get that out of the way, which to me it looks like it goes by that 8 ball, so it shouldn't be a problem for him. So he's picking up from the bottom, not going from right to left. That's the way it looks like he's gonna work things out. Banner Austin says, no snow, Rod. Just rain and cold weather. Well, I'd take that any day over snow. Fortunately for us, it's not snowing right now. You know, it's sunny out. It's I don't even think it's cloudy out. No, it's not even cloudy out. So good for the roads. You know, some of the roads are icy around the city. Now they're going to be thawed out. See, there where he was at, I think I would have taken that 6 ball. That would have, you know, kind of opened up the table a little bit more. He's still okay on this table, though, but he just has to, you know, earn it a little bit more now. He's got to make a little bit of an effort. He might have lost the cue ball a little bit too much on that one. Can you see it? Oh, yeah, he's going straight down for it so you can see it. He's going to be setting up for that 6 in the side pocket. He's going to come up short of the shot, though. I wonder if that's going to make him have to take this 1 ball in the bottom right corner instead. Oh, he can pace it through for the top left. Okay. I can't tell with that side camera, man. I need that side camera. It's like trying to judge with one eye. which, by the way, I do because I have a glass eye. I have an artificial eye. One. You wouldn't tell though when I'm playing pool. There's no way you would tell. All right, so that's going to be a 5-4 finish. Brian DIMAUNAHAN winning that match. Have to work a little bit harder to get it, but he got it. And now we're going to have Jeremy Hansen and Ricky Roulette at the table. And I'm going to say that Jeremy is likely a 6, and so is Ricky. Oh, we got a little hustler coming up to the table. This is Ryan Solveld and his little guy, Nicholas. He's teaching him how to play pool, and this kid's got like spirit, man. He just wants to play. You know, he's all into it. So Ryan's like, hey, I want my kid to go on the TV table and shoot some racks, you know, let people know that this kid's coming for all of them. He's coming for their money. And the kid already wears his hat sideways and everything, man. He's all ready to go into the pool hall, ready for some action. And then he doesn't know anything about TV or anything like that. He's just going to shoot. So we'll see how he shoots while we're waiting for these guys to come here. Ricky Roulette. I'll do my scoreboard in the meantime. Is he having stage fright? He might be having stage fright. All right, so that's been set up, the scoreboard. We're just going to wait for these guys to come up and start playing. Little dude's coming to get his chalk. That's what he went to go get. No chalk at the table. They can't play without chalk. And then he's licking his hand from the chalk. Joey says, Blanco has a glass eye. Car wreck as a kid. Mine was gang related. I had a home invasion. They came in and got hurt. Bad. I actually died. They pronounced me dead at the hospital. I came back to life. I was like, no, I have to go stream a match. No. I wasn't even streaming back then. To me, this happened back in 93, I think it was. Yeah, he's just his little guy is going to shoot a little bit. That's fine. What are those guys racing to? 6 even? No idea. Okay. I'll figure it out. Thank you. Yeah, mine was a home invasion, man. It was, they said I died when I walked through the hospital doors. I was like bleeding everywhere. I don't know. I came back to life. A couple of times, actually, I came back to life. Not just that situation. I'm talking about different times where I was in my deathbed, and here I am still trying to find a way in life. And I always knew, you know, from the first time I always knew, like, I'm supposed to do something. I don't know what it is, but like I'm put in this world to do something. I said, you know, you don't just like not die and then for no reason. 6-6, thank you. What? Ryan's just fun player. Letting people know that he's ready for action. $500 sets. Yeah, Dieter called that match like half hour ago. I know. Is it an A-side match? Oh yeah, no, we don't do that. We don't do that over here. Sorry. Just kidding. Yeah. There's 2 matches called on the TV table. And so I said, well, these guys already got called, so they got to play. And then the other guy's like disappointed. He's like, well, I wanted to play. And then Mike's like, yeah, well, I wanted him to show off his skills on the table. And I say, well, was it an A-side match? He's like, no. I was like, well, we don't do that here on the TV table. We only do A-side matches. I'm just playing though. But yeah, you know, it's I always knew that I was going to do something. I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to be doing, but I know this feels like it's my calling. So I might have found my purpose. But I always knew, man, from the first time I survived death, I was like, you know what? I'm supposed to do something special. I just don't know what it is. And life has been really hard on me, but no matter what, I just kept believing that somehow through all the thick and thin, through all the challenges in life, that if I just kept going, if I just kept believing in the future, that someday I would find it. I don't know if I found it yet. I feel like I found some of it. You know, I have arrived. I knocked on the door. I opened the door and I walked through, but I can't find the party. Somebody didn't tell me the right location. All right, so this is a nice matchup, race to 6 between these guys. This would be an A-side second round matchup as well, I believe, or it might be a quarterfinal, but I think it's a second round matchup. And that's Jeremy Hansen at the table. He's going to be breaking first. He'll be breaking all the odd racks, and Ricky Roulette will be breaking all the even racks. Living with a glass eye is tough. It's an adjustment, man. But, you know, if you do little things, eventually, you know, your depth perception gets a little bit better. And I think that's the only reason I'm able to play pool. When I first lost I couldn't pour water in a cup. It was, like, impossible. I missed every time. Then I started playing basketball a little bit, and it was horrible. Like, I never hit the net. When I first started playing basketball, when I got a glass eye, I would never hit the net, honestly. Like, never. It was bad. And if I hit the net, I hit the rim. Like, it was just that bad. But I was living in the States, so playing basketball was just down the street, a court, you know, it was an everyday thing. So I started playing all the time. And before you know it, the eye started adjusting, and I started seeing better depth perception. And eventually I started playing pool after that. And then I realized that I love pool. And it was challenging with only one eye at first, but I got used to it, right? And then now here we are, right? I can play some pretty decent pool with just only one eye. I think I got an advantage, though. I don't think it's a downfall. It's crappy that it happened to me that I had to go through it, but I mean, everybody goes through something in life. But I think I got used to it, and I think I benefit from it. Because, you know, sometimes when you go down to play pool and you look at a shot, right, it's a difficult cut. Like, let's say it's, you know, something you got to hit really thin, or it's like it barely squeezes by between two balls into a pocket, something like that. So you're going to go down, you're going to look at that. You're usually going to close one eye to look at the shot so you can find the right point to where you're going to hit. Well, for me, I'm basically closing an eye every single shot. So no matter what, like, it's like squinting every time, but I'm not squinting. You know what I mean? Therefore, I'm seeing a little bit more precise at the table. At least I feel like it anyway, when I'm not missing. I have to make sure that I put that in there, because people will be like, "Why? What do you mean? You miss all the time." Yeah, no. When I'm not missing, I'm telling you, it's something special. He says, in the same boat, but nobody wants to pay me to watch YouTube. Yeah, I hear you, man. You should be banned. I should be banned. Why should I be banned? Wait, I gotta go back over here. What's going on in the chat that I missed? No, I didn't. Okay. Okay. I don't know why there's an error on the screen now. There before. Got a naming system for yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's like I said, I think it's a blessing in disguise, sort of. It's been an adjustment all my life, right? And even to this day, like, sometimes my kids are like talking to me, or they're waving at me from the left side. I don't see them, right? So it's little adjustments like that. They still happen. Oh, that went straight to the pocket. It rifled in there. So a ball in hand for Ricky Roulette. Opening rack, long race, so he's gonna have to work on it. This table is a good table for him, except for that 3 ball that's tied up. He's gonna try to get that open right off the hop. Couple of options for that. You can use the 5 for it. You can use the 2 ball for it. I think that's about it. I actually think the 2 ball is probably the best, but the problem with using the 2 ball for the breakout is if you don't use it the right way, you may not have a following shot. I'm gonna try from the 5. I didn't mind that, because then you have the 2 ball as an escape shot. You have the 6 ball as an escape shot. You get that perfectly out. You can take that 3 ball now and just get it out of the way. Use that to draw back a little bit for the 6 ball, and then set up the go down table on that 1-7. Come back up for that 4 and 2, and you're out. A little systematic of a finish here. Watch the pace, though. He almost went a little bit too far. He actually did go too far, because now he can't deal with that 1 and 7. He actually has to go up and deal with that 4 and 2 next. A little bit of a change of plan here just by going a little bit too far with the cue ball. I don't think a percent itself is a challenge though, but sometimes the player gets a little messed up in the head when things don't work out properly. They start doubting themselves a little bit, which I still don't think that's going to be the case in this situation. And he was still able to hold shape for the one. It looked to me like he had to go up table a little bit, but he was fine. Maybe I'm the one that needs to get my eyes checked. I just went mute. Oh yeah, no, that's when I'm not talking, there won't be anything in the background. The reason why is because I got music playing, so I got to kill that noise. Frank Berg, what's up, man? Dean Peacock says down here you have to buy tickets, and if your ticket gets drawn, you get to try a 10-ball break and run. Friday night, out of 3 tries, 3 dry breaks, so the pot keeps going up. It's somewhere around 5,500 now. Wow. Crazy. That's a lot of money for somebody to win. But I mean, that's good, right? That draws in players too, and usually you get a lot of top level players that come in for the pot. They don't even care about winning the tournament; they just want the 10-ball break. It's Dixie Pinchback. How you doing? Says hi, Rod. You have no sound. Yes, I was away from the mic at the moment. It's back on though. Edison, how you doing? Mark Contrast says, didn't Corey Duell spend a lot of time patterning breaks and arranging balls a certain way? You know anything about that? Well, he's a break expert, so that's what they call him. They call him a break expert because he literally takes the break for whatever game, whatever event he's going into, and he'll break it down and try to figure out the best spot, the best spin, the best results. But what happened with him is that eventually, like, they caught on to him because he was soft breaking a lot. And what was happening is that he would make the key ball and the wing ball, for example, off the break on the 9, and then he would run the table lock because there was no clusters. Everything was wide open. So then they changed the rule to make sure that, balls had to pass the halfway point of the table. Otherwise, it was going to be a foul break, which forced him to break a little bit harder. And now, because of that, he kind of lost himself a little bit out there competing because having the edge on the break was everything for him. He's already a great player, right? So he didn't need much else. But yeah, he's an expert in different racks. If you ever want to learn about breaking, that's the guy you want to talk to. Even if he charges you $200 or $300 a session to learn about breaking, I think it's well worth it because he's probably the #1 guy when it comes to breaking down a break and figuring out how to do it best. And he'll probably tell you how to break from every size table. Joey says, yeah, we got a limit of buying 5 tickets in our 10-ball pots. Here they do, I think it's 2 for $5 or something like that. They should have it unlimited because then you get more money in the pot, right? The more money that comes in from people buying tickets, the more the pot jacks up and gets bigger, right? So that's the idea behind these pots. But if the organizers, the TDs, decide to limit the amount of tickets that get bought, then the pot still grows, but it just grows slower. Right? The only thing that happens then is it's more of a guarantee that the pot's not going to go right away that way. Because, it's going to be a fair chance for everyone, right? So then whoever comes up, if it happens to be a great player and they happen to take the pot, good for them. But it's a fair system, I guess, and that's why they do it that way. And I say I guess because I feel like I would rather have the option to buy more tickets. Like maybe I go play in the tournament and I lose my first match, and then they do the 10-ball break, so they go around asking, hey, you want to buy tickets? I'm like, well, I'm going to lose anyway, so I'm going to spend $30 on tickets today, and maybe I'm going to try to take that 10-ball pot. And that's what some players will do. So that's the reason why I say maybe, because I feel like there's some benefits to leaving it open, but I understand the fairness and it works so far. Then again, Decky says, man, wishes he was playing pool and drinking some cold ones. Oh, I got some grub. Thank you. You're amazing. Thank you. Thank you. No, I'm good. Everything's good. Thank you. I got some food. Oh, nice attempt on the bank, and he might have had a shot on the 7. I can't tell. I think the 7 goes past the 11 ball just enough. Either way, though, Jeremy Hansen will come to the table. He'll have his turn here. Not an easy layout, though. No matter which way you look at this, it's a tough layout, so he might have to play safety here. Yeah, that's what he's going to have to do. It seemed like the reasonable choice there, only because, you know, there was really nothing to open up with. Maybe that tough cut on the 12, which you would never do that in a tournament or in a match play, but you would maybe try that in practice, right? Because you're letting loose a little bit there. But in tournament play, usually people don't play loose. Then again, Decky says, haven't played pool since I arrived in the Netherlands. And they have some beautiful pool halls out there from what I understand. And Joe says, I got chicken wings I have to eat probably today. Got 2 days ago. Yeah, I think you should eat them. I think the shelf life for chicken wings is about 2 days, so you might be okay still. Just, you know, research the shelf life just in case. Chicken is messy, man. Salmonella is not a fun one. Oh, no pool hall near you. Okay, well, that's a tough deal there. Yeah, you need to have one around you, otherwise it's travel and an effort. You know, back in the day, it was never like that, right? Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, like you just go down the street, there was a pool hall somewhere. If not, there was a snooker hall somewhere. But nowadays, you know, it's different. There's still those big pool halls in most cities, right? But it's, I don't know, there's more McDonald's than there's pool halls. But it used to be more pool halls than McDonald's before. Can't compete with a crappy burger, I guess. Sorry, no offense to those that love McDonald's. I try to keep my kids away from McDonald's all the time. I try to take them to places where they have like homemade food, so it's drive-through still, but it's homemade, so it's a little bit better for them, healthier. They always want McDonald's. Like, no, I'm not gonna give it McDonald's. They always want it. And I try to give them the speech too, like, listen, that's not good for you. Blah 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 blah. Chemicals, chemicals. Yeah, I want nuggets. You know how kids are. That's how mine are too. Joe says, yeah, we even had pool halls in my little town. That's right. Yeah, no, it used to be. I remember, you know, and we're talking like between the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Up until the mid 90s, I think everything was like that. And then from the mid 90s, things kind of changed. And I kind of want to blame a little bit, you know, of it on like VLTs here in Manitoba, especially, right? Uh, Areas that usually would have been pool room area, it now became VLTs. Gamblers stopped gambling because they were gambling on VLTs, and VLTs changed everything. For those who don't know what VLTs are, it's abbreviated for Video Lotto Terminal, lotto machine, slot machine. It'd be nice to see it all grow again like that, though, where you have a bunch of pool halls in every city again. And I love pool, but realistically, pool's in a little bit of trouble, man. If the right people don't stand up and try to make a difference in the industry, you're out. See ya. Got to bring them back around again, man. He's out with his son. They're out. Daughter. Well, looks like he's going to be off to a good start. Takes a 2-game lead. Jeremy's a little rough around the edges right now. He was just telling me a little while ago, like he hasn't played in months, and He's a little rough. He just came out to kind of get a feel for competition again because, you know, playoffs are around the corner. But he said even then it was like a effort to get out of the house, man. Then again, Decky says, we used to have tables in every bar in my hometown, but now I know of only 2. And Joe says, oh, those are big here for past yearish video gambling. That's right, yeah. It's, I don't know, it's just become a thing. And even more so, you know, here in Canada, people were getting CERB money, right? So they were getting government bailout money, like lots of money every 2 weeks. And when the VLTs and everything got opened up again to the public, people were just going out there dumping their money, man, because it was free money. They didn't care. It's like, oh, free money to win more money, take a shot. But now there's even more gamblers than there used to be. I gamble sometimes too, but I'm not like a big gambler. I'm not a crazy gambler, man. Like I need to go spend all my money gambling. I can't walk into a casino and drop $100 and feel good about it. Never have. But I like gambling, you know, especially if I'm winning. Yeah, if I hit a small jackpot or something, you know, and get up $30-$40, I'll spend that. The important thing is that I discipline myself on how much I'm going to spend from my pocket. What I win, you know, if I want to roll with that, free roll it, it's okay. Chance to win more money, I guess. But I'm not a degenerate. Let's just get that out there clear. You won't see me betting on anything and everything. I'm just not like that. I have potential to be like that, though. My grandpa raised me playing poker, man, so I guess I could have been. Oh, he's off to a good start. He's got a great table here to be able to get a 3-game lead now. He knows he's playing against a good player, too, so he's being a little bit more locked in on this match. Overpaced that one, though. That was to be a setup for the 9. He's going to have to shoot that 12 ball instead. I guess that's not bad, though. You can go down set up for the 10 or the 15 next. Ideally, you would like to get to that 9 and then get to that 14 and then finish off with either the 10 or the 15. Which from here, it looks like he's going to have to take that 10 ball. So, yeah, if he can take that 15 ball, that might be better. But I wasn't thinking about playing shape for the 10. Like right now, he's got the shot on the 9. He's not even looking at it. Okay, now he's looking at it. Oh, he's not looking at it. Now he's walking around to find a pocket or find a area where he can pot it in from. But this is it. He's got one right now. But technically, what he can do from here, he can just draw back from this 10 ball to the left side rail, leave a little bit of a cut angle on that 9 ball, and he can finish off with that 14. Try to play shape up table to get on for that 9, and he's come up short. So see what he can do here with his 14. I don't think he can do much with a 9 off the rail and in, maybe with some extreme right hand spin. That might work. I wish I had my side view because I could tell how close that 14 is to the side. Right now, it looks like if he hit that 14, he would scratch. Or is it Rod Cerveza, por favor? Yes, las cervezas. They're so good. I haven't drank in a long time. Well, I'm lying, I guess, because I went out to Red Deer and I had a beer, 1 beer each day. Not each day, but for a few days. But yeah, I haven't drank since then, and I enjoy the taste of beer. I just don't do it too often, like I said. Not my thing. But when it was my thing, I love the taste of beer, man. Beer and tequila, they were my favorite things to drink. Costa Cruz Sendejas, how you doing? It says, hello, my friend. Game is on. Oh, yeah, game is on, buddy. We're into, I believe this is still a second round of the A side. These guys are good players, man. See how they do in this battle. Ricky just had a chance to get up 3 games. He's turned the table over to Jeremy now, and a chance to get up by, or not get up, I get within 1 now. Game. Team Peacock, how you doing? Says this is done on Friday night during the 9-ball tournament. They have diamond bar box tables except for 1 9-foot diamond. Friday night, the same guy had 2 tickets drawn, but he dry broke. And then a different guy dry broke the 9-foot table. Well, and that's another thing too. Like if they don't always play on the 9-foot table, it's harder for them to get an understanding how to break on the 9-foot table to be able to make a ball on the 10-ball break. But most of the times, players will come up dry. Now, another thing too is that if those players aren't practicing on the 9-foot table all the time, even if they make a ball, there's a good chance they're going to come up short on the table because they're not used to playing on that bigger table, right? So it's going to be more challenging for them. It's actually a good setup if you don't really want the money to go out fast, right? Now, if it's a pool hall that has like mainly 9-footers, then there's a good chance that somebody breaks the 10 ball off the break, they're going to run that table because there's a lot of people that play 10 ball all the time on a 9-foot. If you have 9-foot available. Something you don't really see much here. I mean, I'm trying to think. The only place I think we have 9-foots here is, well, here they have 2. And Bourbon has, I believe, 4, 8, I think it's like 11 or 12 tables, 9-foot tables. Fleet Whiskies is another one of our pool halls here. They have, I believe, 2 9-foot tables. And that's pretty much it. Joel says, I'm getting bad at betting everything. It's all right as long as you have some sort of discipline, like how much you're willing to put on the line, right? Never cross over what you set aside for what you're going to put on the line. I think that's the toughest part for a lot of people. Because then what happens is you start getting into that mentality, like, you get into that chaser mentality, right? Like, oh, hang on a second. I want. Yeah, because we all they got also. So I just let me know. Talking about some jam up products. Sitting out on Tuesday, I wanted to play, but you know, it's they're trying to play earlier. We usually start a league at 7:30. They're trying to start at 6:30 because these other guys have a double header that day. So I was like, I don't know if I can make it. So then, okay, well, you sit out. But I have my team shirt coming in. That's tied at 1 now. I have my team shirt coming in for our team, and I kind of want to show off my shirt now. I might just go out and practice on Tuesday wearing my shirt all night just to get it out there. I don't know what it is. You get a new shirt from Jam Up, it's exciting. You want to put it on and go play pool right away. It's automatic, man. And I don't know. I'm one of those people that believes that if you wear something that makes you feel more confident, you play better. When I wear my Jam Up shirts, I feel like that, right? And I don't know. They make me. I don't know if it's a sport collar. Maybe it's a sport collar, but every time I zip up that zipper, it's like, okay, time to kill, you know. And I play my best every time, right? And I don't know. The only times I feel like quitting is when I wear that Tyler Star edition one. I'm only kidding, Tyler. I'm only kidding. I'm joking because he quit on the last tournament he played in, and people are bugging him about it. One of these days, guys are gonna come after me because I'm clowning around with them. But they know, like they should know, it's all good fun. I ain't trying to be disrespectful. I'm just joking around. Then again, Ducky says, I'm happy with a odd beer. Had a quiet St. Patty's. Well, that's not good. You're supposed to be enjoying St. Patty's to the fullest. It'd be like the one time a year where you actually go out and just make an effort to get drunk. Joe says going to try to have a shower and be back for the finish of this match. Well, yeah, some time. And they rack differently, like 9 on the spot. Oh yeah, I know. That's because you don't when you rack the 9 on the spot, especially on a 9-foot table, there's a smaller chance that you're not or a bigger chance that you're not going to make the 9 ball off the break. That's why they do that. All right, well, I got my food, so I'm going to bust a munch for a couple of minutes. I'll be right back. I literally just took a couple minutes and devoured my half sandwich. Only gonna eat half at a time. I really want my second camera set up, so I gotta do something about it right away. Now you can see like the way he holds his cue and the way he shoots. He has a different style of shooting. Most people have a straight arm when they shoot, but you can see he shoots from the side and he turns his arm in a little bit, which obviously has been the style of play that he's developed over the years. He's accustomed to it. But I wonder if, maybe that is part of the reason why he may come up short sometimes. Although if you look at the line from there, it looks like it's not too bad. His elbow drops to the side a little bit. It's not too bad. A lot of how the stance is for people, it all is because of the eyes and their eyesight. Then again, Decky says, come on, guys, smash the like. Yeah, for sure. If you guys want to support a guy, you can like the stream, share the stream. I'd appreciate it for sure. 3-1. Problem is that, like everybody's kind of using these tables. I'm going to go out there, remove that table right now and set up my second camera. I just don't want to interrupt them, but I'm going to try. And maybe after this rack is done. Get rid of some of my Telem chalk. Have some B10 chalks here. If anybody's here and watching the stream right now, and you guys want chalk, just come let me know. I have one sold. This one is supposed to be sold, so I have one left. Maybe two. Benny, how you doing, man? Says good afternoon, Rod. And the man cave doing some fundamentals, then drills. Hopefully see you next weekend. Yeah, man, it'd be good. And yeah, get that practice in. It's you can't get out to play in the tournament, man. You got access to a table at home, then that's what you got to do. Spend some time on that table. It's hard, I think, for people to like really get the most value out of their table when they have a table at home. And I don't know why. Like at first, when you get it, like you're in love with it. You play with it all the time. You're practicing every day. Then as the months go by, you kind of stop practicing all the time. And I don't know why people do that. And instead of working on getting better, they just rack racks. Don't do that. Don't rack racks. Racks are something that you should be doing in between drills and between your training session. And only as a reset tool, right? So when you're getting frustrated when the drills, they're not working out and you're having a hard time learning what you're doing, you're frustrated and you feel like quitting. That's when you run a rack, right? You rack a rack, you break and just vent a little bit, let loose and then go back and try a drill, try a different drill. And then, eventually you play another rack again or two. And I don't mind actually doing a couple of racks at the end of my training session too. So once I already put all my work in and I'm about to be done, then I'll put in a few racks at the end just to make sure that everything is there, right? The workout was a good one. I think the toughest thing for people is that there's nobody there to push them, right? So that's, you need to find some sort of motivation, someone to challenge you. And then usually when you're playing against yourself, it's hard to stay that focused. But I think that's all part of strengthening mentality, right? Because if you're at home and you're working on things, you're being dedicated, and you keep that mentality that no matter what, every time you're at home and you're practicing, you're going to be focused and dedicated and give it your all. Well, guess what? When you go play in tournaments or in a league, you're going to do the same thing because you're getting yourself used to playing the right way all the time. You can see when I play, like I may not play for like a couple of weeks, and I get on the table and I get into a rhythm. Like I don't know, get into it, right? And then part of that is that mentality that I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna try my best every time, no matter what. If it's practice, if it's league night, or if it's tournament play, or just messing around with somebody that's a friend of yours, playing around on the table. No matter what, just put in a real effort. The more you do it, the better you'll get at doing it all the time. The more you're gonna win. Stephen Miller, Earl Cameron, welcome guys. Gene says a lot of our bars have lost their machines. Well, that's good. Good for the pool players, anyway. Mark Hartrap says, cue ball control is my problem too. Or sorry, it's my problem. Too hard, too soft, too short, too long. I can help you with that. I've been thinking about doing virtual lessons for people, but not like, I mean, when you say virtual, it sounds all crazy, right? What I mean by virtual is like you and I, for example, having Facebook Live, not streamed, but like Facebook chat, right? Then me hooking up my camera equipment and then being able to kind of show you through my table while you're on your table practicing. That way we can work things specifically, and I can teach you, shot by shot what we're doing. I've been playing around with the idea because my goal in life is just to try to create as much excitement and growth in pool as I can, and part of the growth is teaching people how to become better players, right? So it's something that I want to do. Been on my to-do list for a little while now. I think it's one of the ways we can make the most difference as pool players. If you have the knowledge and you share it, it's making a difference. But just be careful on who you decide to share it with, because if the person you're sharing it with isn't a dedicated player, you're wasting time, energy, and effort. And at the end, that knowledge is going to go to waste. And I'm like that too. When I train people, like if they're not dedicated, I just don't bother. If they're dedicated, I teach them everything. If they're not dedicated and they have a key of what they want, I'll just give them what they want, right? But if I see like this is a true passionado, somebody that's just going to chase this game forever and they really want to go after titles and be a champion, I'll invest every bit of knowledge in them, teach them everything I know, because I like to see that. That's what I want. I want to see more players going out there and becoming champions. Well, I guess we're on a wait, so this will be a good time for me to go fix that area for my camera. I'll do that right now. I tried to set it up, but I couldn't because they're still there. So after this match, I'll set up my second camera. It's like a stress right now because I've been trying to do it for a while. Shannon Bird, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Mark says sometimes it's the shirt. Honestly, it really is, man. When I'm wearing my jam up, I feel like everything just comes together mentally. I'm more competitive. You know, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, you know, if you ever been in playoffs, tournaments, and you go out and buy a shirt for that tournament or playoffs, you know exactly what I'm talking about. A new shirt makes you feel like a great player. You know, it's like a fresh haircut, right? So if you go get a fresh haircut before playoffs, you feel like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm clean cut, you know? And sometimes these little things help with confidence, right? And make you a better player at the table. But a shirt can make a difference, that's for sure. El Nano Moreno, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenido. Charlene Maines, Jackie Chang, welcome to the stream. James Gibson, how you doing, man? Says, hello, Rod. I'm back again. Thanks for having me. And it's cool outside in Kentucky today. It seems to be cool around the world, man. And, you know, here it's not necessarily hot, but it's better than it's ever been. At least for this winter, anyway. All right, 3-2. He's down by 1. Mark Hartrap says, looks like Ricky is putting in the time. Yeah, no, he's been playing a lot more tournaments lately. He's been more active, right? Playing in league, playing tournaments. I'm not sure if he's got a table at home or not, but his game is getting a lot better. You can see the difference. You could always notice the difference on the player when they're practicing and playing. David Twigg, good evening from Scotland. Good evening, sir. How you doing? Bruce Jensen, Jenny Baptiste, Ellie Hool, welcome to the stream. Marcelo Carlos Tejena Rivas, bienvenido, welcome. Mark Hartram says Jeremy's getting back in it. Yeah, he's slow getting back in it. That's the thing. Like, you may be out of practice, you know, but when you start shooting some shots and your stroke starts coming back, well, then it's just, it all comes together. The only times that you come up short is when it's like a pressure shot, right? Another thing, too, is that this guy, Jeremy doesn't really play on these diamond tables, so he's going to have a tough time adjusting. The speed of the cloth, the bounce off the rails, right? Ricky doesn't play on these all the time, but he's got more experience on them at least, so he can adjust a little bit faster. We'll see if that makes a difference in this match or not, though. It may not. Thank you, Ryan Martin. You are correct. I just seen the score, too, there. It is 4-3. I had the wrong score. All right, rack number 8. Ricky Roulette to break. He's trying to get on the hill now. Makes a ball off the break. The cue ball will hang in the pocket. And luckily for him, we'll have a shot on the solids. The arms wide open. 3-all, says Robert Griffith. Thank you, Robert. I had the wrong score. I've been all over the place today. I don't know. I'm going to get focused at some point, though. Merlin Wamdiska, how you doing? Dean Waldrop, welcome to the stream. Mark Hartramp says, breaks are kind of thought right after a win. It's the only way. It's the only am I gonna get one in shot. Breaks are kind of thought right after a win. It's the only my. I'm puzzled by that one, Mark. I'm trying to figure out what that means. You lost me. Chris Forche. Breaks are kind of tough. Oh, breaks are kind of tough right after. Oh, that's going to stay up. Popped his shoulder a little bit on the shot. You know, could have been a little bit of eagerness or excitement. And, well, Ricky will get a chance here. I think it's still an open table, too. Tembo is something he's got to address here because it's close to the 5. I believe he can bank it out, no problem. There might be enough room for him to be even cut that ball. It's a tight squeeze for a cut. He's looking at the bank right now. I think the reason he's looking at it is because he doesn't really have anything else to shoot at. Oh, he's going to cut it. Nice little cut. Great cut. Well, this worked out nicely, too. You got the right pace. He's got the 14 to the side, the proper angle to go down for the 11. As long as he gets perfect on the 11, he should be able to shape up for the 8-ball, too. Though the 8-ball is limited to one pocket right now, but excuse me. So that's a challenge here in front of him. Be the 8-ball. Looks like he came up short anyway, and Jeremy Hansen will get the turn here. Kind of an important rack on this one. If he wins this one, he can tie it up, and then they're playing for whoever gets on the hill first. I expect him to finish this table, even though he's a little rough around the edges right now. The table seems pretty reasonable and not too challenging. I guess that all depends on the shape, though, right? Gone pretty good here for the 5. Shouldn't have any problems there. Had the 7-ball available, so that's what he's going to use here. Now he's got to be careful on this one. You know, he's got to get the right angle on this 1-ball to be able to get shape back for the 3-ball. Oh no, that's going to change things completely. He might have the combo though. He might have the combo, yeah. He's calling the one ball. If he got enough of a window to hit that 3 ball, it should be a shot that he can make. I can't tell, and I want to peek on the right side of my screen, but then they're going to see that I'm looking at the shot and might rattle him or throw him off, and I don't want to do that to any one of the players. I try to be respectful of them when they're at the table and try not to throw them off. The game is hard enough as it is already. And he'll make the shot. That was a good one. Looked like he was in tight on that one, but he was good. Eight is good. He ties up the match. Looked like he was tight there. Looked like he didn't have enough to get past the 11 ball, but he made the combo, no problem. Tanya Hoffman. All right. I wonder how Joe A's shower is going. Yeah, he's been gone for a while. I mean, he said he's going to try to be back. He's going to try to be back before these guys are done this match. So he's running out of time. Joe, you better step up that shower, bro. You're going to miss the end of this match. Just shampoo your hair later, man. It's okay. Tim Whitecloud, how you doing? Doug McFarland, welcome to the stream. James Gibson says it's been in the mid 60s last 5 or 6 days now, and it's been in the mid 60s last 5 or 6 days. Now it's in the 30s here, Rod. That's plus side, not minus like where you're at. I seen Miss Jean said green beer. Kentucky people has green moonshine. St. Patrick's Day. Do they really do that to the moonshine? I guess it's just food coloring, right? So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But you drink too many of those, you're going to become a leprechaun. At least you'll speak like one anyway. Dylan Drake, welcome to the stream. She's got a lot of pretty boys she calls friends. Oh, he's missed the shot. He's turned the table over here, and Jeremy will have a chance to be able to get on the hill first, but he's got to earn it here. The first thing we're looking at is at 9 and 10, if they go to the pocket or not, which from my point of view right now, the only one that I have available, it looks like it doesn't. The other thing he's got to worry about is that 13 ball that's attached to that 6 ball. Oh, wait, he's low ball. Okay, so I'm talking crap. But maybe it's an open table. I don't know. That might have been the opening shot. It's just an open table. Now he saw it for sure. And, well, this is nasty. We got to take over our pocket here. He didn't want that 6 to freeze up to that 13 ball like that. There's no pocket for it now. He can only pot the 5 ball here. Maybe do like a billiard shot off the 2 into the 1. Or just play a safety. Maybe the 2 goes to the bottom right corner. Looks like he tried that and it did not go. Not the way he hit it anyway. It might have gone, but I don't know. We'll never know. Okay, you're gonna get copyrighted for singing, says Gene. Yeah, I'm telling you, I sound like the Eagles. It's my gift. I was born that way. Every time I sing, I sound like the artist. Doesn't matter which artist it is. Well, my head it feels like it anyway. You know, and I think everybody says that when they're singing. Like, it feels like you're singing it the way they sing it. You sound like they sound. I know I don't. But this is my favorite song, Hotel California, Eagles. but you can never leave. I think that's my favorite part. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. At that moment, I was like, wait a minute, is this a ghost story? The first time I heard it, I was like, wait a minute, is this a ghost story? And ever since then, I fell in love with the song. James Gibson says they'd be on all fours, Rod. Crawling around. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, moonshine is something that, you know, approach with caution. Be prepared to forget what you did and forgive yourself for what you did. Because that stuff kind of happens too. It didn't look like he had the combo, and he's tried the combo, but it didn't go in. So I guess he didn't have it. It worked out somewhat decent, though. He didn't really give him too much here. He's got most of control of the table right now, mainly because that 6 ball set up to that 13 ball. 2 ball, I believe, you know, is available. As long as he gets to the bottom rail, he should be able to make that 2 ball, so that's not really a problem. I'm surprised he's jacking up here for the shot. Yeah, I'm surprised he jacked up there on the shot. I'm not sure what he was thinking about doing there. Maybe he was trying to create the angle for the breakout from the 3 to the 6. Problem with jacking up your cue is that you're creating more deflection on the shot. So if you're putting tops or bottoms, it changes the angle of how that ball comes off once the cue ball hits. I got my mic here. I got my cues, so I'm gonna maybe show you guys a couple of things today. When we get that quiet time, there's always a little bit of quiet time between racks at some point, or between games. 2 things that I want to show you. Well, one thing that I really want to show you is the pace of the pockets or the table and how to adjust to it, right? Because a lot of players that come on and play in the tournaments here, they have a tough time with the tables. And usually it's on specific shots that require either power or follow through stroke. And most of the time, these guys hit it with power because that's what they're used to doing on the valley tables. But on the diamond table, it doesn't work the same way. So that's one of the things that I want to show you guys. Another thing I'm going to show you guys, I guess, is about when a ball is buried deep in the pocket and how to deal with it. That's another thing that I want to kind of go over. And then, I don't know, we'll see what else we come up with. Give you guys a little bit of education on the diamond tables. How to get adjusted to them. Gene Pico says, in country slang, I can't carry a tune in a bucket means I definitely cannot sing. I like that. I can't carry a tune in a bucket. I love that saying. I might have to use that one. I can't carry a tune in a bucket. I really enjoy that. That's a great saying. All right, so now that you brought that up, Gene, I want to hear from everybody else too. Do you guys have a favorite saying of some sort? What is your favorite saying? Let me know. I think what's one of my favorite sayings, but I don't know. I guess it's not really a favorite one because I can't really think of it. And I mean, automatically, I think about like my pool wisdom. That's the first one that comes to mind, no matter what. And I think it's because I really truly believe that it's a great if it's predictable, it's preventable, says Jake Fonseca. I like that. That's a good one. If it's predictable, it's preventable. One of my favorite sayings, you know, I'm laughing because it's, I always say, Most of my teen years, I always say this. So when somebody says, like, you know, something that's like a common sense question with a common sense answer, that would be like yes, right? Like, hey man, you want me to get you a beer, for example, right? That's something that somebody say, well, yeah, right? Well, instead of saying, well, yeah, I say, well, yeah, does a bear shit in the woods? The answer is yes. The bear always shits in the woods. So that's one of my favorite sayings. You know, it makes me laugh every time I say it. Scotty Gearhart says, no one is a virgin. Life screws us all. I like I like that one, mainly because it's true. Oh man. Jane says, in pool, I like that worked out a lot better in my head. That's something I hear all the time, all the time. Honestly, like every time somebody somebody comes up short of the shot, like that's not the way it was supposed to be. It's not the way that I had it planned out in my head. I hear it all the time. Need me to watch a shot? I gotta go watch a shot. I'll be back. No side view, so you guys will miss out on it. All right, so they didn't need me to watch a shot after all. I have to go back and watch because I thought it might have been a foul, but it wasn't a foul. Robert Griffith says, when playing pool with my buddy, I say to him when he misses, my two fair words, nice try. I'm sure he appreciates it too every time you say it. Mark Hartrap says, you got to be smarter than the tool you're working with. Ah, I like that one. I like that one. I like that one. That's a good one. Usually I'm pretty witty and I got some of these, man, but right now I can't think of any of them. He's got a situation here. The 2 and the 1 don't really have any way of being potted. So I do see something maybe like a billiard off the 5 into the rail, into the 15, into the 1 off the 2 into the bottom right corner. I can see that. If we can, right? It's like, see, even from where he is, right? So you go here, right? Then the cue ball will come here, then into here. Then this one ball will end up going into here, and then it should end up coming from there into the pocket. I feel like it's a free shot, but the problem is that, you know, he opens up that stripe for his opponent and the rest of them. So is it worth the gamble? You know, I think at this point you got to look at it and decide if you go for it, you got to go with it with some merit, right? Because you need to find a follow up shot after that, which could be your 3 ball if you want to play it gently. But I feel like that 2 ball is going to be in trouble if you do this shot. He's eyeing it out. I think he's seen it. I don't know. Maybe he's just looking at the mess on the table and he's trying to figure out which is the best spot for him to play safety right now. Didn't want that to come back too far. Now that's going to change things in the bottom right corner because Ricky's going to have to move things open here. And seeing like he just hit that shot. See, so that one ball was going to that corner pocket. That was a possibility. Johnny Gearhouse says, see, screwed ya and made ya get up and burn a calorie for nothing. My overall favorite is, well, shit almighty. This table is nasty. Now you got to move the 5 ball out. You have that pocket on the bottom right corner, so you don't have to worry about that too much with it too. But you want to get this 5 ball out. Oh, I know he's going to scratch. That was the only thing he didn't want to do, because with a scratch, that opens up the opportunity here for Ricky to maybe try to work out this puzzle a little bit better. It'll still be challenging, though. I mean, that wrap the hop, if he tries to play anything down the bottom right corner, that's all tied up right now. He would have to kind of use that 9 ball to get into that area to open things up once again, and then he's kind of gambling on position. What's up, Don? How you doing? Yeah, I didn't really do much for him there. An important rack, man. You know, whoever wins this one gets on the hill first, so kind of a crucial rack for both of them. All right, I have to step away for a second. We're still in the same mess, so nothing's really changed. Oh, that was a good hit. It's about the only spot I can really put him in. All Ricky has to do is he has to find a shot to get on the right side of the table with a cue ball. So he can play a combination 11 to the 2 and then play a freeze hook to the 15 on the cue ball. That should give him the ball in hand. After that, the pockets will be wide open. Yeah, if he's got the 3 ball, he can set up a combination, but and then you got to be careful how you hit this 5 ball onto the 11 ball, because the 5 ball might jam up between that 15 and 14. Once you commit to making a shot in that pocket, you've opened up the table for your opponent. So you got to be careful when you decide to go for it. I know it's been coming for some time. All right, so he's made 3. He's setting up for the combo. Now, this combo is going to get the 5 ball to go to the right side after it hits contact with the 11 ball, which means the 5 ball is going to come back towards that 15 ball. And he hit it with some good power, so it worked out okay as far as having a shot on it, but it doesn't have a pocket. Now, there is one cut that I can see, maybe the cut shot to the side, but if you make that cut to the side, you still don't have the 8 ball. If you bank this 5 ball to the side, you still don't have the 8 ball without having to bank it, and that bank's not available either. This is absolutely the worst case scenario for him. He needs to find a safety here. Now, what I like doing is maybe skimming this 5 ball past this 11 ball just above it, and then trying to get that cue ball wedged up below the 11 ball. The key here is just to get the 5 ball away from this area and get it closer to a pocket while taking away all the shots. Well, he could see the 5 somewhat. And I guess he tried to make it and try to get out for the 8 ball. I didn't think he could see it. That's why I kind of missed my second camera. Gotta set it up after this match, I'll promise. Didn't look like he thought that shot through. Yeah, he probably didn't, man. Body says they've both done good, keeping each other tied up. Yeah, and that's kind of like what the game is really all about at some point in matches, right? You got to kind of grind out and try to keep your opponent away from the table as best as you can. Now he's opened up a table here, though, and Ricky will have a chance to get on the hill first. You can look at the table. Well, I guess this 11 ball is pretty, this 14 is pretty deep. So this is one of the things that I was talking about earlier that I want to show you guys. This situations like that when the ball is deep like that in the pocket. I didn't like him taking that 14 ball because of this reason. You know, now he's got to make the shot to the bottom left corner. He's got to try to hold shape for that 9 ball. And then shape for the 8 ball is going to be challenging too. Try to cheat the pocket. It's going to stay up. Deep in the pocket though. So I wonder if Jeremy will try that follow through draw shot. Which honestly, it won't really help him much if he ends up making the shot because he still has to make something with the 8 ball. I think in this one you have to play a combo 5 into the stripe, bottom left corner, and then you have to hit this with power to draw the cue ball off the right side cushion and then get it back to the left side. So that way you take away the shot on the 9. Even if you can just grace the 9, it's no big deal, but you just don't want to give him a shot on the 9. So let's see. So I'm thinking you make this ball here, right? Crooked line. Always a crooked line when I first. But you make the ball. Maybe crooked again. Oh, never mind. What a shot. Well, I didn't plan that. I did not plan that at all, and I have a line on it, so that's going to be the highlight with a line on it. Wow, that was a nice shot, man. Wow, wow, wow. And that's going to come up with another one. You see the squiggly line, and then he goes and makes this beautiful back cut on this 5. I didn't even think that was a possibility. My crooked line on replay now. Guys, the bank on the 8 ball will come up short, and Ricky will get a chance to close out now. Only 2 balls in the 8 ball remaining, 1 over the pocket, the other one close enough. Patience is a virtue, says Scotty. Especially when you're in a grind out rack, right? The one that loses their patience or composure first is the one that ends up coming up short and losing in the end. Put himself in the worst spot possible for this 8 ball. Not even a kick shot available. Like, absolute worst spot. If you and your opponent were on the 8 ball and you had to play a safety on him, this is what the lead will be. That's how good of a situation he's not in. There's a possibility for maybe a 3-row bank or a bank corner. Tries the bank corner. The 3-rail bank, I think, might have been a possibility. Oh, wow. Now, if that cue ball goes in the pocket, ball in hand, Jeremy's going to win this rack for sure. But now this pocket's deep, or this cue ball is deep in the pocket, making this shot that much harder. And this adds a little bit of pressure to the shot, believe it or not. We'll see if he can make it. I'm going to say there's like a 70% chance that he's on. Actually, I think it might be more like 80 because he's been a little, out of play for a while. So this is a tough shot, even for somebody that's training all the time. Yeah, it's tough to make. And that had he not got the double kiss, it's fine, but he got the double kiss, which is not what he was looking for. And unfortunately for him, his opponent is now on the hill. Ricky Roulette is on the hill, and he's breaking for the match. Bob Holman, welcome to the stream. Ray Boudreau, welcome to the stream. I have to set up my the camera right away. Wait for this match to finish, and I'm going to do it. You know what I'm going to do in the meantime, though, right now? I'm going to run the cord. Yeah, we'll get that out of the way. I'll be right back. Well, it looks like they're talking, so it's going to give me a little bit of time. All right, I got the camera plugged in. I just need to get it set up, which is going to take a little bit of time. I'm probably going to have to do that in between this match and the next match. What's up, Fedor? How you doing, man? It says, great stream. Is the deadly Filipino guy playing today? No, he took a break, man. There's a couple of deadly Filipinos, though, but yeah, no, he took a break. Mike Delgado. He'll probably be back next week. It's always fun to watch that guy playing. Let's see, who's the one here that's closest to his caliber? Yeah, I don't know. I guess the one that's closest to his caliber might be Dieter, I guess, because Dieter's the most experienced player here, but not sure if he's been playing a lot or not lately. I think as good as him, nobody. I think if Mike was here today, he would have won the tournament because he's just the most consistent player out of everybody here today. Then again, though, everybody tries their best against him, and he's eventually going to fall. What are your plans, Fedor? Where's your first international tournament you're going to play in? Now that you can travel. Everybody's excited about that, man. I want to see you win some big titles, too. Wilmar Calero, bienvenido, welcome. Containment shot, but not sure if he's done too much with it. You know what? I'm going to try looking into the second camera right now. Not set up, so I won't be able to use it, but I just need to get it all going at least so that I can get the picture set up after that. Oh yeah, and I used this for an event yesterday, so the Zoom is out of this world right now. What's up, Joe? You're back. Made it just in time before these guys are done their match. Good timing, man. Patrick Land says, Ricky got me in 6 straight at the beginning. Yep, not my day. He's been playing good, man. Honestly, it's nice to see when players are playing good, you know, but he's been playing really well for a while now. Testing some and listening. Ah, I see. He's like, man, that Joe guy takes hour-long showers, man. Me smelling clean and all at the table. How is he looking at the bank? I think he's just trying to find another safety here, maybe. Doesn't really. Well, I guess if he can make the one ball, he can open that up. But if he can't make that one ball, then those 3 balls are all tied up, and it's not going to look pretty anytime soon. I wonder if he could just maybe try to bank this one ball and put some left hand spin, come off the cushion, and run freeze into that 7 ball. Then that 4 ball and the 1 ball both become object balls that he can use for a breakout afterwards. Plays the 6. Funny Joe. You have to pace this one through. Oh, nice. Well, he's taking that stripe out of the way, but I'm not sure this solves his problem. If that 7 goes to the corner, then yeah, he's okay. If not, he's going to have to play that combo 4 to the 1 or play that 4 ball in the bottom left corner. Plays the 4 ball. Shot that one a little bit fast. Like, as he got down, he was shooting. That's going to make him come up short on the shot. These are all the little things that he's got to work on right now. What's up, Jonathan? How you doing? 21 players, man. 21 players today. It would have been 22 if I woke up early enough to be here, but didn't make it in time. It's a bit of a stretch shot. These are the ones that people miss just because they're overstretching and they're not comfortable. So the back arm doesn't, let them do the shot the way they want to do the shot. He was able to make it though. He's got a positional shot on the 13 and the 11 ball. I think the 13 ball might be better, so he can set up for the 9, but we'll see what he does. I like going 13, 9, then 11, then the 8. You could take the 11 ball first, go off the top rail, come back down for that 13, or just go up table for the 9. No wrong way of playing this. It's just a matter of choice. Well, as long as you don't go to that side, you would have been okay. But over here, it looks like you're stuck with a combo now. Bert Para, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Patrick says, I gave up my B-side match and went for a 2-hour nap at home. Can't play when I'm sleepy, that's for sure. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. One of these days, I'll make it to the TV table. Yeah, it's not the same. You know, that's kind of the reason why I didn't come in today early either, because I knew that if I came in to play, like, I just wasn't going to be mentally rested or ready for competition. I think Mikey's got something to say. I'll be right back. What's up, bro? Well, I mean, don't. All right, so we got another matchup coming up after this one. They're getting ready for it. Mike Votour, Mike Orvis. This will be a good match. I gotta go tell Mike to go out for a smoke now because he's gonna want to go for a smoke when they time to play. Well, Jeremy will win that game. He's on the hill. Hill. 10 racks did nothing, so we go to the last rack, and once again, we're on the hill. 2 matches, 2 hill matches. What else can you ask for on a Sunday afternoon? Telling you, what else? Dan Conrad, Ryan Hastings, welcome, guys. Well, Ricky went for a bathroom run. Jeremy's breaking on this one. I have a couple of minutes to spare here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to set up that second camera right now. Yes, I sound like a cat. Right now. I'll be right back. No, I'm not a cat lover. I used to have cats when I was a kid. But I mainly love dogs. I don't have no pets right now. My children are my pets right now. I'll be right back. Oh, never mind that. He's already back, so they're gonna roll out this last rack. Rack number 11. The final rack between these guys. Jeremy Hansen to break. Breaking for the match. Smash and break. He made a ball. The cue ball stays on the table. A decent table, too. Not bad at all. Both solids and stripes are available, and the choice is his. I like the high ball better here, but the opening shot is where I'm at. If I don't have the opening shot, then I'm liking low ball better. But if I have an opening shot on stripes, I'm taking stripes. Problem here is that for him to open up with the stripes, if he doesn't have anything on the 11 or the 12 for the side pocket, it means that he has to take the 12 to the top left corner, or he has to start off with that 14 ball in the top right corner. Which originally, when he first broke, I was looking at that 14 ball first. But now when I'm looking at this table, I'm thinking maybe the 12 ball wouldn't be that bad of a start shot. The only thing is it's more challenging for an opening shot. Which normally you don't want a more challenging shot for your opening shot. You want to just be able to claim the suit that you're trying to claim and then just go from there. Low ball isn't that bad, though. He's going to go with low ball. Biggest work that he's got to come up with is that 1 and 2. Fortunate for him, he's got a shot on this 5 ball still. Or he would have been in some real trouble here. I feel like he still is because he's got to shoot over the ball, making this shot a little bit more difficult, more challenging. Oh, no. Well, that was the thing, is that he was going to be shooting over the ball. It was going to be a bit of a deflection in that shot to begin with. He's a little bit disappointing because he thought he was going to make it, but there was a lot of variables in that shot that made him come up short on it, starting off with just being over the ball. So Ricky will get a chance to close out the match now. He's got stripes and they're looking really good here. It's just the opening shot. You either take that 12 or you take that 11 ball. If you can see that 10 ball, maybe you take that 10 ball, but I wouldn't really mess with anything up there. I don't mind taking the 13 if you got that. That's the only ball that doesn't really belong in that area that you can't really work with. Oh no, he's tied things up here now. You can still open it up right off the hop just by taking that 10 ball to the top left corner, but there's no guarantee he's going to be able to open up that other stripe anytime soon. That 14 ball, I think it is. He tried. He forced a shot, so he missed it. Jeremy will get a chance now again. This time it's looking a little bit better, though. Good options, different options. He can start off with a 2 ball if he's not feeling confident. He can also start with a 3 or the 6. Maybe even the 1 to the side. It looks like it goes to the side, no problem. Two different options, though. That was a nice shot, Curtis. The bank. They say that's a 1 in 10. I've seen it twice so far. First time was Tracy Menard. She made it on TV. Curtis just made a nice little bank on the other table. So he banked that shot to the side pocket off the top rail. And I mean, it doesn't matter. As long as they say that, you have an understanding how difficult that shot really is. But he made it. And then he had a like long 8-ball with a little bit of a cut, and he made that to finish. That would have been highlight of the day material right there for sure. Oh, he's going to come up short on the 6-ball. A chance to close out, and he came up short, and now Ricky's going to come back here. His second chance at this table. He's going to try to finish it out now. Lots of options. Only trouble ball he really kind of sort of has is that 12 ball. He can get onto it and deal with it right away, then he'd be okay. But looks like he's going to come back for it after. Well, he's shaped up for the 12, which was his only problem ball. Yeah, it's a good time to walk up and take a look at this 14 and figure out what kind of angle you want for that one. I think you want to go 12, 14, 11, and 8. It's it to bump over, and it does. Now, this will be interesting to see how he comes up with the finish on this one now. We're walking by and watching the shot, seeing if he can finish this table. Now, I think at this point, I think I'm trying to shape up for the 11 ball in the top left corner. Or if I can make it to the side from here, I'll make the 11 to the side right now, which I can't tell without my side camera. Yeah, you have to shape up below it to make it in the top left corner. That was the only way he could have got the finish, and that worked out beautifully. That was a big shot. Had he not played it through the way he did, he would have came up short in a difficult spot. But because he played it through, he ended up getting a nice straight shot to the corner, which he's going to make, and the setup for the 8-ball is there. 8-ball for the win. He'll make it, and you'll win that match 6-5, the final score. I have no idea what's coming up next, but they're going to figure that out. I'm going to go and set up that second camera right now. Oh, I didn't say meow. I said now. All right. It's going to take a few minutes, man. It's going to take a little bit of an effort, too. Got lots of wires here. It makes it a little bit more challenging to get this second camera set up. I was born for challenges, man. Yeah, I'll be right back. All right, so I set up the stream camera, and now I gotta set up the score board. Let's see. Mike Vautour on the left. Now Mike's in a lot of pain, so he's not going to be playing his usual game. Mike Vautour, just coming back from surgery, so he's just getting out to do something, which is why he's kind of walking a little funny around the table right now. Mike Orvis should be a favorite to win, but Mike Vautour is a great player, and I think he'll be putting up a great fight on this one. I believe this is now the quarterfinals. Eastside quarterfinals. All right, the scoreboard has been updated. Then he says, "Hello there, Fedor. Was watching you play FSR in Vegas. The 3-jump sequence in Game 15 you did was simply amazing and heartbreaking." Lots of people talked about that match. It was probably the favorite match of the tournament. Well, Mike will come up short, Mike Vautour, so Mike Orvis comes up to the table now. Do. Adrian Barrera, welcome, bienvenido. Jane Paul, Tom Carley, Yi Wong, welcome to the stream. Rubs A. Gutierrez, welcome to the stream. Fedor Gors, man. Like the world has no idea what's about to hit him. It's like it's a freight train at high speed coming through the entire world, and everybody's gonna get smoked by it. I can see him winning a lot of titles now that he can travel. Consistently one of the best players in the world right now. I mean, Francisco Sanchez Ruiz is right there too. But when he was first starting off, I never really felt like he was as great as the way I felt when Federer started playing. I watched him play. Like I instantly knew this guy was going to be a great player. You can see it. He had myth and legend all over him, written all over him. And I think Francisco Sanchez Ruiz is going to do some great things too. But I guess time will tell whether or not they're both made to be like the legends of the game. Or that was a good shot. Nice shot, Mike. But I think now that Federer's going to be competing more in world tournaments, this is the time where we're going to see just how competitive both of them really are, because they're both going to be playing in most of the tournaments together, and they're going to be finding each other in finals and semifinals more often now. So we'll start creating more of a conversation between who's better and who's not. I really don't feel like anyone is better than the other. I feel like they're both great players, but I truly believe that. Hang on. Excuse me. I truly believe that Fedor Gors was born to be a legend of the game, like one of the guys that people will talk about for decades after he's done playing. Well, not me, because I won't be around by then. You guys will be talking about him. Smash and break, but I think he came up dry. So Mike Vautour will come to the table, and Mike Orvis won that first one. You won the first game, right? You won the first one? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. 6-5? Okay. You go 5? Oh, this is B side. So he's a 7 now. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought this was A side. I told you we don't do that stuff here. We only do A side. Got standards, man. Yeah, it'll be a good match. Yeah. Hey, there's my second camera. How you doing, baby? Feel like I can improvise the picture a little bit, so I'm gonna try. Um, leave it at that. Good draw back off the 7 for the 5. It's got to figure out how to finish this table. I'm thinking we go 5-1, then you come back for the 6, and then you draw for the 8 after that. Pocket for the 6 is key, though. I think it only has 2 pockets or 3 pockets available, but maybe it goes to the bottom left corner too. If that's the case, it makes it a little bit easier for him to set up from the 1 to the 6. It looked like it did have the window to go into that corner, and it's a tight one. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a tight one, so I'm not sure what he's going to do here. Because normally here on this shot, you would just draw off the side cushion and back to the middle. But because the shot is tight, makes it harder for him to make that shot if he's going to the bottom left corner. Now, if he's going to the bottom right, that's a different story. That's a tougher back cut. And I think it's even harder to get shape for the 8 ball. But maybe it never actually went to the bottom left. So he's calling it there, so it must go to the bottom left. Big power stroke on this one. Yeah, he's got to really, really lay into it. And he's got to watch out not to run into the 13 ball, end up in that 50-50 spot. You know, that spot where you can cut the ball and it almost automatically scratches. That's the 50-50 yard line. Most uncomfortable spot for a player in shooting the 8 ball. Well, he'll miss that 6, and that's going to get Orvis back to the table. He's got a wide open table now. He has a chance to take a 2-game lead here in this match. Oh, and I forgot it's 6. It's not a race to 6. It's a race to 6 for Mike Vautour. And Mike Orvis, who's currently at the table, is racing to 5. Robs Gutierrez says, thanks for welcoming me on the stream, Rod. Hopefully one of my buddies and I can play one day out there. I would love to see that, man. I would love to see that. Oh, he's going to come up short on that shot. He doesn't really leave Mike Vautour a whole lot to work with on the 6. I think you can see the side of it, skim it, maybe try to play a safety, but with that 13 ball hanging over the pocket like that, not too much room for a good safety here. Yeah, you're very welcome, Robs Gutierrez. I always try to welcome everyone, you know. I try not to be rude, right? And I know there's lots of viewers that tune in to watch, and they enjoy my commentary and knowledge that I share with you guys. So I appreciate you guys tuning in every week like you guys do. On a super long hair on my desk, and I don't even know. Must have been a chest hair that fell out, I guess. Okay, I do have chest hairs, but not like that. I don't look like a lion, puffy chest. Yeah, not a whole lot I can do here. A kick shot. You can look at his angle here so you can see a little bit better. As you can see here, like hitting a true is not available because you'll run into the 9-ball. So he's got to kind of hit it short from true and then with spin adjust to be able to get back onto it. This would be a nice shot if you can make it. I'll share it right now. You can find it. Or I shared it on my page. I thought I shared it in all the other ones, but I guess I didn't. But I don't. Job All right, I'm back. I have to look at a couple of things here for the owner. I feel like it's not good enough, though. A little better. No one remembers your name when you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. I got some comments in here. Audio is in and out, Mark. Yes, I was talking. So the owner of the of the hangar came out here to talk to me. He had a couple of requests, so I had to look into it and make sure I took care of what he's looking for. One of the things was like I was using that hangar logo in the corner on the bottom left of the screen, and I was using the other hangar logo, which nobody really associates their logo with that. So I had to use their actual logo that they have in here. But the other logo is the logo that they had too. They just don't use it. So whatever. Now I'm putting this logo on there. That means I got to change logos for a couple of different things too. Mike Vatura says that's good. This is a B-side match, so whoever wins will go on. Whoever loses will get eliminated. Mike Orvis on the hill. Rack number 5. Mike Vatura just broke, and I don't know if he made a ball. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 5, 7. No, dry break. I mean, it looks like a really nasty break to begin with, so definitely a dry break. Tough opening shot, too, as you can see from here. I think he called the 7. I apologize for the audio, guys. I was just, I have it set up so that way it doesn't pick up any of the background music, right? So I don't deal with copyright issues. Yeah, I know. And some of you guys are probably exiting your stream too. If it's really quiet like that, that usually means that I have to step away or I'm in the middle of a conversation. Vinny on YouTube says, just curious, are you streaming from Sonics this coming weekend? Really not that shy about showcasing my hidden talent to the world. I don't think I am. They didn't ask me to come stream that event, so I was gonna call them to ask them if they wanted me to stream it, but it's kind of last minute. I'm not sure they're gonna want me to stream it. I did stream the last ones that they had for the last few years. I was surprised that they didn't call me this time around. Got a group of people coming through right now. They're going to the next room here. All right, so Mike Vautour will resume here. Makes the 7 ball. Will come over for the 3 ball, so he's still okay. Good chance to maybe pop this 8 ball out in the open now, while setting up for the 6 ball to follow. He missed the shot trying to open up the 8 ball. And had he made the shot, he didn't have anything to shoot at, so he would have been kind of frustrated anyway. So Mike Gore's a chance to close out the match now. This will be the last stream for now, and then I'm gonna come back with a fresh stream again. Lost the audio? No, that was probably earlier. Should be okay now. I can see everything moving as far as my mic is concerned, so it should be okay now. Rachel McLean Hansen, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Jason Drake, Victor Vernero, Cody Gallant, welcome guys. Marie Hop, Randy Godfrey, welcome to the stream. Well, he got a little bit out of position here, so it looked like he was going to be out, but since he's out of position, now he's got to come up with a finish on that 9 ball. Kind of see a little bit better from this angle, like he's basically just straight running into that 9 right now. He can try to draw back and just run into that 6 ball. That's not going to help him for the 9 ball. And if he's going to run into this 9 ball, he's got to run into it with some power so that way he gets it back to the open area where he can have a shot. Or take the 9 ball, which looks like what he's trying to do. Oh, he took that to the corner instead. So Mike Vautour comes back to the table. Looking to get on the scoreboard still. You can see he's in pain as he's walking around trying to work things out. Mentally he's here, but physically he's having a tough time being here. Good thing for him, though, it's a surgery, so he'll be okay eventually. Scotty wants to know, is this not a live stream on YouTube? Tried to find it, but it only showed matches from a couple of weeks ago. It should be on YouTube. I'm going to go over there and check because I've been away from it. Yeah, no, it's still on YouTube. You can see it on YouTube. There's like 42 people watching it right now on YouTube. Including Mr. Fedor Gorst, which is nice to see. Mike Vautour back to the table. Safety play is what's coming up next, I think. I'm going to try to hook up my other camera a little bit later too. So I have my second camera set up, but I'm thinking about trying to set up my third camera so I have a camera on myself too. I don't know. Somebody said to me a little while ago, it's like, hey, you got to get yourself on the stream a little bit more so people know who you are. And I was like, no. And then I was like, okay, well, I'll try it. And then I tried it, and then, I don't know, like, it seemed like some people would rather me not be on the stream, and other people really enjoy me being on the stream while I'm talking and doing the commentary. So I don't know. We're going to try it out again today, see if you guys like it. I mean, my picture is good enough for me, but you don't really get to see who I am with the picture. With the camera, you get to see all the excitement and everything else, and you see that's 100% legitimate. All my expressions, including my laughter. And then I got my wireless mic almost set up, so I can do a little bit of lessons here for you guys. All right, so Mike Orvis is going to win that one, 5-0, the final score. And I guess this would be a good time for me to stop the stream, right? Yeah. First, but first, Hangar ads. These are our sponsors for today. I don't think I even got highlight of the day today, did I? It's been a long time. Stuck on there? That's stuck on there. They're playing some CCR. It's got me going. It's got me going. All right, they're gonna go update their score at the challenge bracket. I'm gonna stop the stream after this. We are gonna come back with another match. I'm assuming it'll be B-side quarterfinals, A-side quarterfinals, A-side semifinals, A-side final. I believe that's the way it's all gonna go down. I believe. E. Evans Electric 942-2112. Give them a shout if you're ever looking for some help. They are pool players too, so it's supporting your own. You know what I mean? That's going to be it. Oh, yeah. Benchmark Audio Video. Gotta bring them up too. Thank you for your sponsorship. And one more thing here, my email. So if you guys haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, this would be a great time for you guys to do so. Rod Arriagada /CSL Manitoba is how you find me. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification button, and then help me get to 1,000 subscribers. That's my mission right now. If you want me to come out to your town and cover an event for you, all you gotta do is message me at cslmanitoba@gmail.com, and we can work things out for me to come out and cover your event. I will give you the absolute best that I can when I come out there. I promise you that much, and you won't regret hiring me. If you want to support my work, you can do so via PayPal or e-transfer at cslmanitoba@gmail.com as well. And right now, we're looking for help for the junior program for their Manitoba Junior Pool Championships, which is coming up on May 6th. So if you happen to have a company, maybe you're looking to do some advertising, well, you can knock off 2 birds with 1 stone just by coming to me. I advertise you, you give me some money, I put that money towards the juniors, everybody's happy. And you get some great representation as well. Don't forget to go to Jam Up Apparel as well if you guys are looking for some good gear. Like I said a little bit earlier, wearing some good competitive gear makes you feel a lot more confident. And Jam Up Apparel is exactly what you're looking for. Don't take my word for it, though. Go over there and check out yourself, jamupapparel.com. And if you find anything there that you're looking for, maybe you got some questions, or perhaps you decide to put it in an order by yourself. If you decide to do that, you want to find out where your order is at, message me, rod@jamupapparel.com. You want to order something through me? No problem. Just message me, rod@jamupapparel.com. I'll take care of you, I promise. Last highlight. It was a follow-through shot on the 8-ball from Mike Orvis. Perfect shot. Great finish. And the pool wisdom, the more you sweat in practice, the less you'll bleed in battle. Honestly, this is my favorite saying, man. Get out to the tables and become the champion within. Your time is coming, but not till you go out there and try to find yourself. Find your inner champion. The only way to find your inner champion is not through the shots you already know how to make. It's by working on the shots that you can't make. The more you get used to it, the easier it gets, the less you stress at the table, the sooner you become the champion within. And when you're that champion, you know I'm waiting for you. Come on down and see me and bring that highlight of the day, and we'll put it on the reel for you. If it's a good one. If it's not a good one, we'll just show the replay, and that's about it. Anyways, my name is Rod Arriagada. If you guys want to add me or follow me on Facebook, you can. If you want to message me to come out to your town, cover an event for you, I already said it, but I'll say it again. cslmanitoba@gmail.com. Same thing for anything, donations or sponsors. If you want to support my work, cslmanitoba@gmail.com. If you've never been on our Facebook page before, this is the first time checking us out, CUESPORTS Live. Make sure you guys hit that follow and notification button, and then you'll get notified every single time that we go live. And we do go live a lot. Follow me on YouTube, Rod Arriagada /CSL Manitoba, and that's my own personal page. So you'll see a lot of pool, but you see other things other than pool too. So not a bad deal, really. Oops, almost did something crazy there. But that's going to be it for now. I will be back with another stream shortly, about 10-15 minutes. I'm assuming I'm going to come back with another stream. So you have enough time to go for a smoke, get something to eat, have a little drink, you know, maybe slap on a couple of steaks on the Barbie. Why not? Have a great day. Make the most out of it. Either way, I'll be back soon, guys. Don't go too far, but you got a little bit of time. I'll see you soon. Cheers. Oh, and thank you for liking and sharing the stream and for taking the time to comment. I appreciate it. Cheers.